Top 10 countries to live or retire in Asia. Choosing where you wanted to spend the rest of your life when you retire can be a tough decision. If you've considered retiring in Asia, though, you are already on a great path. This article will help you figure out which country in Asia is the best place for you to retire. With their tropical climates, sunny beaches, and diverse cultures, every single one of the countries on our list have all the ingredients for a perfect retirement destination. Of course, it can be difficult to navigate visas, immigration, languages, and costs. So, to help with that, we've listed the top 10 countries to retire in Asia based on healthcare quality, cost of living, ease of immigration, and general quality of life for foreign residents. Countries that have a good healthcare system but are nearly impossible to live in permanently as a retiree, such as Japan and Singapore, aren't mentioned on this list. For example, Singapore doesn't have a retirement visa, and the lowest entry point for any immigrant, retired or otherwise, is a direct investment of $2.5 million, which is possible for some of our clients and readers, but certainly doesn't have mass appeal. Likewise, the easiest way to live in Japan full-time is by forming a business that is actively run, thus defeating the point of retiring. Therefore, the best countries to retire in Asia are those that provide the best combination of factors that will contribute to your retirement needs and lifestyle. Let's take a look. Make sure to watch the whole video, because I think the last one is one of the best on the list. Place number 10, Thailand. If you're planning to retire in Asia, Thailand is a great option. Known as the Land of Smiles, Thailand has sunny beaches, vibrant nightlife, and a variety of areas to retire. Getting a retirement visa is possible with an 800,000 baht, about $25,000 bank deposit for each person, or the equivalent of 65,000 baht monthly pension. They also require a minimum age of 50. Be aware that you may have to report to immigration officials every 90 days, though you might be able to do it online after the first time. There are dozens of quality hospitals. In fact, some of the best hospitals in the world can be found in Thailand, including Bumrungrad Hospital, Bangkok Hospital, and Phaya Thai Hospital. The Thai baht is also one of the best performing currencies over the past few decades and is one of the least volatile despite the financial crisis in 1997. In terms of the general quality of life for foreign residents, it will highly depend on where you settle down. If you know the language, have lived in Thailand before, and are familiar with their culture and customs, you will get along just fine in even the more rural areas. It can be difficult if you aren't as familiar with the country. However, English is commonly spoken in areas with a higher tourist rate, helping make Thailand a top retirement destination. Place number 9. Malaysia. If you'd like to retire in Malaysia, you can get the Malaysia My Second Home Program visa. It is a 10-year renewable residence visa that allows you to travel in and out of the country freely, although those requirements recently changed in 2021. You must now deposit at least 100,000, about $230,000 in a Malaysian bank in order to qualify, and show at least $150,000 worth of liquid assets. Furthermore, you must show at least $4,000 a month, roughly $9,500 of income. Do remember that you aren't allowed to start a business or work under the M visa. A main benefit is that you aren't taxed on income earned outside of Malaysia, though. Another positive aspect of moving to Malaysia is that its currency, the ringgit, is ranked among Asia's safest currencies despite its fluctuating value in the past. Your retirement savings are better off here compared to many other countries. The Malaysian economy is in a state of growth, too, which bodes well for the country in the future. Malaysia has excellent healthcare and lots of quality hospitals, with some of the best being Gleneagles and Prince Court Medical Center in KL. They are also actively working to improve access to their healthcare, as well as its quality. Foreigners can also own land in Malaysia on a freehold basis, even if they aren't a resident, unlike in Thailand or the Philippines, with the exception of historic land. English is widely spoken in Malaysia, especially in larger cities and areas with a sizable expat population. Place number 8. South Korea. South Korea is another good option, but is by far the most expensive place to retire on this list. It's ranked number 3 simply because of the high entry barrier. Korea also has the best healthcare system, though it costs more. Some of the best hospitals are Asan Medical Center, Samsung Medical Center, and Seoul National University Hospital. South Korea has an investor visa program where you would be required to buy land on Jeju Island, which starts at about 500,000 Korean won, $450,000. This visa grants residency for 3 years and can be renewed as long as you hold the property. Korea is one of the only places to retire in Asia where you can own land under your name. There is no minimum age, since it's an investment visa rather than retirement, and you can qualify by buying freehold land and houses if you follow government regulations. Buying real estate in South Korea is very expensive though, especially if you wanted to buy in major cities like Seoul or Busan, so keep that in mind. The Korean won is also among the best performing currencies in the region and has been pretty stable. South Korea has a well-developed economy and industry as well, and they are continuing to grow. Quality of life is excellent here. The infrastructure is advanced, and South Korea's internet network is incredibly fast. While knowing the Korean language isn't required, learning basic phrases would help you quite a bit. There are also many expats living in South Korea, so chances are you could find friends that speak English. Place number 7, the Philippines. If you wanted to retire in the Philippines, there is a low cost of living, and it's fairly easy to get a long-term visa. Retirees in the Philippines must show a pension of at least $1,000 per month, roughly half of Thailand's, and you also must be age 50 or greater. As a foreigner, you can own houses and condos in the Philippines on a freehold basis. Real estate is indeed expensive for the locals due to their low income, although remains comparatively cheap for most international property buyers. There have been an increasing number of expats and retirees moving to the Philippines, so beach home developments are becoming very common. The Philippine peso is relatively stable and is considered one of the better currencies in Southeast Asia. However, it is not as good as some of the other currencies we've mentioned. While there were economic issues in the Philippines, including unemployment due to high population, bureaucracy, and limited infrastructure, the nation is growing rapidly. The Philippines saw its GDP rise by above 7% annually on average over the past decade. Likewise, an ongoing process of urbanization will continue driving up demand in major cities such as Manila. Medical quality is passable but isn't as good as others on this list, including hospitals in Malaysia or Korea. Retirees should keep that in mind. A few of the best hospitals in the Philippines include the Medical City, St. Luke's Hospital Philippines Medical Center, and Manila Doctors Hospital. Under PhilHealth, the government-owned and subsidized health insurance company in the Philippines, citizens can receive free health care too. Yet besides its lower-end healthcare and extreme weather, the Philippines has a great standard of living. Kind people, beautiful beaches, an international lifestyle, and affordable costs help the Philippines rank among the best countries to retire in Asia. Place number 6, Cambodia. Much like the Philippines, Cambodia has a very low cost of living, and its economy is growing quickly. You'll find it easy to get a long-term visa in Cambodia as a retiree, with applicants above age 55 only needing to show proof to sustain themselves, which is an open-ended and loosely interpreted rule. And while individual foreigners can't own land, they can own any other type of property legally. This means any condominium or office units. Cambodia's economy is still booming as well. With an average age of 25, Cambodia's population is increasing and rapidly urbanizing. These ongoing trends of migration from rural areas into the cities, and young people having children, will help naturally boost real estate values. Depending on which part of Cambodia you wanted to live in, tourism is a huge part of the economy, so if you don't speak Khmer, you shouldn't have a problem in the main tourist areas. In terms of currency, Cambodia is highly dollarized, with most banking and major transactions done in terms of US dollars. Cambodia also has its own currency, Riel, which maintains a loose peg of about 4,000 against the greenback. Hospital quality in Cambodia is decent, but as in the Philippines, isn't as good as other nations on this list. We would recommend it as the best low-cost option, or for those without a pension. That said, you could find a private clinic or hospital in Cambodia, which usually have superior healthcare standards. Place number 5, Sri Lanka. Last on our list of top 5 countries in Asia to retire is Sri Lanka. No different to several other Asian countries, when it comes to the beautiful and steady climate, Sri Lanka offers a steady and homogeneous temperature year-round. Healthcare system in Sri Lanka is also up to the mark. Sri Lanka is also known as a multicultural country which allows expats to explore and diverge in a variety of cultures. Sri Lanka offers a Dream Home Visa program which allows retirees over the age of 55 who meet the country's financial minimum for expats, a 2-year visa with the potential to renew. After exploring the top 10 countries in Asia to retire, it is still important as an expatriate that is moving abroad for retirement to obtain global health insurance before departure. Global health insurance is the safest and most reliable option for long-term global medical care. International health insurance has the ability to travel with you from country to country. This is extremely important for expat retirees who plan on visiting family back home for holiday seasons. Contact Expat Financial for expert advice and to discuss your international insurance needs and requirements. Place number 4, Bali, Indonesia. Bali enjoys a well-deserved reputation as one of the most beautiful tropical islands in the world. The jungle is lush, volcanoes rise into the clouds, and terraced rice fields cascade down the valleys. Multi-tiered Balinese temples adorn even the smallest villages. The ocean, never far away, offers world-class diving, surfing, snorkeling, parasailing, and other water sports. On the southeast side of Bali is the small town of Sanur, an unpretentious suburb of the larger city of Denpasar. Quiet and laid back, Sanur feels far removed from the crowds of tourists who flock to Bali for vacations and honeymoons. Sanur can be a top choice for indulging in a 5-star luxury lifestyle on a 3-star budget. Place number 3, Vietnam. One of Vietnam's biggest cities with a population of over 1 million, Da Nang manages to be forward-thinking and provincial at the same time. The roads and architecture are modern, but most of the businesses are still family-run, with almost no big international brand names, fast food joints, or coffee shop chains to be found. This is a fast-moving city of skyscrapers, bridges, and malls with a palpable entrepreneurial spirit, energy, and enthusiasm. Beauty surrounds Da Nang, with clean, fine sand beaches stretching along the city's length and jungle-dense hillsides serving as a backdrop. The city is within easy reach of 3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including the ancient cities of Hoi An and Hue and the ruins of Hindu temples at Mae Son. Place number 2, Singapore. Singapore is great. In fact, it is so great that you can't possibly miss it when you're talking about a high quality of life. Singapore strives to provide the best of the best when it comes to safety, security, health, and infrastructure. According to the Safe Cities Index, Singapore is in the top 5 countries of the world in digital security, health security, and infrastructure security. The government of Singapore doesn't play when it comes to regulating guns and other firearms, and the result is an almost non-existent ratio of violent crimes. As far as wealth is concerned, the ultra-high net worth individuals love Singapore and everything it has to offer, and this sentiment is expected to prevail as Singapore's UHNWI population is predicted to grow a staggering 270% by 2026. Place number 1, Taiwan. Taiwan might not be the first place you would suspect to be at the top of the Global Peace Ranking Index, but it's been a steady climber where safety is concerned over the last decade. If you don't know much about Taiwan, 2022 might be the year to visit this up-and-coming destination to see what makes it so enticing. While the history of Taiwan is complicated, Taiwan is certainly a destination that holds its own, and the crime rate is incredibly low, as is the petty crime rate. Of course, there is a chance that visitors will fall prey to pickpockets, yet the risk much lower than in other large cities. As for the culinary scene, Taiwan is filled with dishes for you to indulge in, including xiaolongbao soup dumplings, guabao steamed pork bun, or xiaobing flatbread. And those are the top 10 countries to live or retire in Asia. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to watch more beautiful places in the world.